Welcome back to the finale of What If Anakin Declared He Had the Low Ground. Thank you to those of you who watched the first two parts. To recap what happened in those videos in case you haven't seen them, Vader thought he had killed Obi-Wan on Mustafar with the help of the Low Ground, but the Jedi Master had been saved by the Black Sun Syndicate. Escaping the torture of Maul, he found Bail Organa and the Rebellion, and ended up defeating Maul on Ord Mantell with the help of Clone Force 99. Now they try to find any other survivors of Order 66. The Jedi Master and the clone recruits managed to escape Ord Mantell and return to Alderaan to the rebel base. The defective clones are a welcome addition to their limited resources, and they detail their adventures on Kamino, then the aftermath. The Senate is particularly interested in the services of Clone Captain Rex, hoping that he could guide them to Ahsoka, and they happen to recently receive a signal from the Outer Rim. Obi-Wan is concerned that the Empire were trying to lure them into their territory, but Organa deemed it to be worth the risk, and supported by Clone Force 99, they head to the planet of Selos. The mining planet seemed to be a perfect hideout for a former clone trooper, as it was filled with acres of barren and desolate plains, and Obi-Wan allows the Force to guide him to a small hideout, where Rex is hiding alongside Gregor and Wolf. Using the comlink he had kept between himself and Ahsoka, it turns out the former Jedi is also in the Outer Rim and navigating between different planets, but as they ask for a location, the signal appears to be disrupted. The rebels are concerned that she had fallen into the fire of the Imperial fleet and immediately return to their base, where R2-D2 completed an analysis of the signal to determine she had flown into an Imperial sector. The Jedi rapidly organise a rescue team, taking a rebel freighter to the coordinates, and as they approach it, the sheer size of the fleet dominated the airspace. The Jedi were unsure that Ahsoka had survived, and they assumed that she would have been taken to the largest Star Destroyer, then redirected the ship to attack. In a strategy that Anakin had used, the Jedi draw the fire of the Imperial TIE fighters, then fly into the hangar bay on fire, before leaping out to meet the waiting wave of one of the first battalions of conscripted stormtroopers. The new troops are no match for Clone Force 99, as the Jedi split up to try and look for the former Jedi, when Obi-Wan sensed his old apprentice. The dark side felt more refined since their confrontation on Mustafar, and Obi-Wan knew he would be overpowered in a duel, so leapt away onto some boxes, trying to trick Vader into using the same method as on Mustafar. The Sith apprentice leapt to the same level, and Obi-Wan responded by jumping back down and pulling the ground from beneath Vader, to give the arriving Yoda and unconscious Ahsoka time to escape. Stealing an Imperial cargo ship, the rebels managed to leave the Star Destroyer, but their entire route is blocked off by the rest of the fleet, and their communications have been cut off. There was no escape, and for the first time, the rebels saw the Death Star growing closer and closer, and they felt the tractor beam drawing them in. As they landed, they were not met by the expected army, but rather they see the clashing of red blades in the centre of the docking bay. Palpatine had been displeased at the failure of Vader in allowing the Jedi to escape, and the apprentice had tired of his master, so as was the way of the Sith, he attempted to overthrow his master. The energy generated from their titanic duel had blown everyone from the centre of the room, right into the exterior turrets, and the clones looked for a way around to deactivate the tractor beam. The Jedi and Ahsoka emerged from the ramp and pushed against the force swirling around the Sith, then joined the battle. Attacking Palpatine first, the Jedi Masters cleverly allowed Vader to deal most of the attack, preserving their energy, and the Sith Lord gets separated. Rising to his feet, he launched a lightning attack to surprise the Jedi. Vader avoided the assault, and in a bout of force deflection that could cause a seismic shift, they both exploded in separate directions. After disabling the tractor beam, the clones are first to the scene to check upon the combatants. Palpatine's body was nowhere to be found, but the Jedi and Vader lay still on the floor, barely emitting a pulse. The clones carry the Jedi and Vader to their ship, and having also deactivated the disruptor field, they ask for the rebels to provide cover fire, as they finally make their escape. Yoda is the first to awaken from his slumber, and he looked at Vader with regret at what he had become, and the failings of the Jedi Council. Vader may have been victorious in becoming the Dark Lord of the Sith, but he was in the hands of the rebels, who would begin to take over from the Empire, as the power of the Low Ground was taught to all generations of the Jedi. That is it for What If Anakin Declared He Had the Low Ground. If you enjoyed this What If, please like this video, turn on that notification bell, click that subscribe button on this channel, as well as on my other channel What If Films. And as always, leave a comment on what motif you'd all like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.